This is where Princess Elizabeth became queen. She was staying in the original Treetops Hotel in Kenya's Aberdare National Park when she was told her father had died, making her the monarch. In the reception of the rebuilt hotel, a book of condolence for guests to write their comments. Amos Ndegwa, a guide who works there, says his father cooked for Elizabeth when she stayed here in 1952.
Queen was very talkative to the cooks, waiters, and they could always call all the staff around who are working in the hotel and then get them together and give them a tip. And they were very happy. When the staff are given money, then they go and help their families. So they were very happy and they liked the Queen very much.
At the time, Kenya was still part of the British Empire. Soon, the hotel became the target of Mau Mau independent fighters. They banned it, like every British establishment they could find. It is here at the Treetops Hotel in Mount Kenya that Queen Elizabeth learned of her father's death, and that immediately ushered her into her new role as queen. But just a few months down the line, in October 1952, when the state of emergency was introduced, a few kilometers from here, some of the worst atrocities committed on the Mau Mau fighters were done by the British soldiers under the Queen's watch. Professor Macharia Munene is a historian at Nairobi's United States International University. He says people across Africa have mixed feelings about Queen Elizabeth.
There are those who see the Queen representing the colonial past, and she is the last of the monarchs, of the English monarchs, who had something to do with colonialism. And because she was there, all the atrocities associated with colonialism, she takes responsibility. People do not have hostility towards Elizabeth as a person. The hostility is towards the system she represented. She did not create it, she inherited it.
Today's Kenyans have many different feelings about her.
I don't think the death of the Queen affects me because I'm pretty young and she's British, right? She's British and I'm Kenyan. It does not affect me that much.
She balanced against all the turmoil that was going on in the world and birthed not only her nation into a new century, but also African nations like ours.
Well, for the British to apologize, I feel apology is only a word. If you really want to apologize, there are so many stolen artifacts in the British Museum. Give it back to us.
While some will take the opportunity to write in books of condolence, many Kenyans feel there is unfinished business with their former rulers.